In the lush green forest of Whisperwood lived a little field mouse named Hazel with a heart full of dreams. Hazel longed to see the world beyond the whispering woods, a world she'd only heard about in the stories of migrating birds. One day, a group of blue jays landed on a nearby tree, just as Hazel was nibbling on an acorn. "Excuse me," squeaked Hazel, "but have you been to the great oak beyond the forest?" The blue jays looked at each other and burst into laughter. "You silly mouse, why would you want to go there? The great oak is huge, dark and scary, and it's home to the most terrifying creature in the forest, the great horned owl." "Oh, really?" said Hazel, her whiskers twitching with curiosity. "Well, then I must go there. I've always wanted to see an owl." The blue jays stopped laughing and stared at Hazel in disbelief. They tried to warn her about the dangers of the great oak, but Hazel was determined to go there. As the sun climbed higher in the sky, Hazel set off on her journey to the great oak. She scurried over logs, under bushes and through tall grasses, her heart pounding with excitement. Finally, she reached the edge of the forest and gasped in awe at what she saw before her. It was the largest oak tree she had ever seen. Its branches spread out like welcoming arms, and its leaves rustled in the gentle breeze, hiding all of the scary things that might be lurking above. But Hazel was too scared to look up. Instead, she stayed low to the ground and scurried up the tree's gnarled roots. As she climbed, the forest grew darker and the air colder, just as the blue jays had warned her. And then she heard it, a low, menacing hoot. The great horned owl. Hazel froze, her little heart thumping against her ribs. She peeked over the root she was hiding behind and saw the most magnificent creature she had ever seen. It was the size of a small dog, with feathers as dark as night and eyes like glowing embers. The owl stared back at Hazel, and she could feel its sharp gaze piercing through her. Then it did something unexpected. It swooped down from its branch and landed gracefully on the ground in front of her. Hazel trembled, expecting it to pounce on her at any moment. But instead, the owl tilted its head and hooted softly. Hazel couldn't believe her ears. All this time, the owl wasn't trying to scare her or eat her. It was just saying hello. Gathering her courage, Hazel squeaked, "Hello, Mr. Owl. Are you the great and mighty ruler of the forest?" The owl blinked slowly and ruffled its feathers. "That's a silly thing to say, little mouse. There are no rulers in the forest. We all live here together." He paused, then added softly, "It's a big forest, little mouse. Why did you come here?" Hazel took a deep breath and straightened her shoulders. "I wanted to see the great oak and the great horned owl, and I found them both. Now I can go back to my home and tell everyone about your magnificent feathers and piercing gaze." The owl nodded, his eyes twinkling with amusement. "Well, that sounds like a wonderful adventure, little mouse. Go now, and may your dreams take you to places beyond your wildest imagination." And with that, Hazel turned and scampered away, her heart brimming with joy and her mind filled with plans to tell all of her friends about her amazing journey to the great oak. From that day on, whenever anyone in the Whispering Woods heard a hoot in the night, they knew it was just the forest greeting them, reminding them to be brave and to never stop believing in the magic of the Whispering Woods. The end.